Greetings, YouTube. For the past couple of weeks, I've been watching Lumen of Tales of Lumen and Slosh of Sloshworks. Both play Pillars of Eternity, which looks like an excellent game. They seem to put a lot of work into it, and it's a fun watch, and it's interesting to see the different styles of play that both Lumen and Slosh have. I find that fascinating. Now, one thing the game contains is at least two different instances of someone possessing multiple personalities. And this isn't the first time I've encountered that trope, of course. That trope's been used by fiction, in books, in television, in films, in role-playing games, both of the video and tabletop variety. You can't shake a stick without bumping into somebody using the multiple personality trope. And I am heartily sick of it. I am tired of people using mental illness as a trope. I'm not sure if any of you have ever encountered a person that possesses the disorder, dissociative identity disorder. It's a form of mental illness. It isn't a trope. I've lived with someone that has it. I've loved someone that has it. I've been married to someone in the past that has it. And it isn't a fun or entertaining diversion. It isn't an interesting 5-minute segment of a television show or video game. It's a disorder. It's life-altering, life-changing. It can be horrifying and terrifying and funny. Joyous. It can be a whole lot of things. But it's far more complex than it's ever been presented in any form of media I have ever encountered. And I'm really tired of it. I don't think I can do anything about it. People like the trope. Just like they like the Manic Pixie Dream Girl trope. They keep using that one. But they're shallow. They're not interesting. They don't have the depth of the people that possess complex characters. I've never seen anyone portrayed in its full spectrum, with the sole exception of the comic book Badger. Oddly enough. In many ways, the comic book Badger portrayed dissociative identity disorder in its full depth and breadth and horror. That was really a great comic, now that I think about it. But just using it as a one-off? And to heck, to use it twice in one video game. One of the characters, which is now a member of your party, just seems cheap. It seems insulting. I know that this is just a rant. I don't know if I have any point to it. I'm just sick of it. And I would love to see people write complex characters without falling back on these tired, horrible tropes. I guess that may be asking a bit much now, isn't it? So, have you ever encountered real-world problems used as tropes that bother you? Have you ever encountered a person in the real world that suffers from dissociative identity disorder? Do you suffer from dissociative identity disorder? I'd be interested in knowing. It's a very complex situation when you're in love with someone who has that disorder. And I don't regret it. I wouldn't erase it. I have both good and bad memories of it. And I wish the person that I know and I love that has it Just like I wish that everyone that's got anxiety and depression didn't. We deserve better. And those of us with mental illness, I think, deserve to be